How you doing? Catch your breath yet? What a thrilling end to the Sunday action in the National Football League. Hi there, this is SportsCenter from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. A full recap, highlights, reaction. We begin with the best thing I saw today. Take a guess. Just an astounding rematch of a divisional playoff game from a year ago. It's Buffalo and Baltimore. When last we saw Lamar Jackson, he was leading his team down the field for a score, a drop two-point conversion that could have tied the playoff game. Keep that in mind as we watch this. And Derrick Henry. It's like the Yulee highlights in high school days, except these are grown men. They can't tackle him. He passes Jim Brown, 6th all-time in rushing touchdowns. He's not done. There he goes again. Get off me. There goes Henry, a gain of 49. 2nd and 5 in the red zone. And they've got so many different ways to scheme you. You get Andrews, the tight end, out there blocking, and there goes Jackson, 200th career rushing touchdown. 200th career touchdown, 34 rushing, I should say. They lead by 10. It's a 3-point game at the. They get 3. It's a 7-point game at the half. Here comes Zay. Zay Flowers makes it a 14-point game. And Baltimore is playing throughout the second half from a relatively comfortable advantage. 4th and 5. Looking deep. That's Joshua Palmer. Jair Alexander gets there prematurely. That's PI. The drive continues. James Cook had a little hold in over the summer, wanted to get his contract situation figured out. He had a ton of touchdowns last year, 16 of them. He takes that in. They go for 2, don't get it. 8-point game. What a catch. It's Nuke Hopkins, his first target in Baltimore, his first catch in Baltimore. Just incredible. And that pushes the advantage back to 2 scores. Speaking of pushing, Lamar Jackson doesn't take kindly to somebody reaching out and tapping his teammate on the head, and Jackson pushes back. 2nd and goal, Buffalo right back down the field. And Josh will do it himself. We're in the 4th quarter, down 15. They haven't erased a 15-point 4th quarter deficit since 1967. This is 3rd and 10. Look at where Jackson is. He's on his own 13-yard line. He's not on his 13 anymore. How mentally debilitating must it be? You can't get the guy off the field. Now you're dog tired. You've just chased him around, and here comes the sledgehammer of Thor. Look at Henry. It's outrageous. He's not aging out of this position. He scores again. It's a 15-point game late. This is 4th and 2. 4th and 2. It's deflected and caught. As Allen finds Keon Coleman off the deflection. They go for 2, don't get it. So now it's a timeout situation. It's a possession situation first, as Henry has the ball knocked away. That's Ed Oliver, who was a force all night. No, it might not look like it because it looked like Buffalo's defense didn't do a lot, but Oliver makes a monster play. Then right down the field, quickly, Jackson Hawes. He had to catch that like 3 times, but he squeezes it. And now Allen up and over the top. It's a 2-point game. Remember, Baltimore in the playoffs go for 2, don't get it. Here, Coleman can't get it, and the advantage remains 2. Allen wondering, have we missed our chance? Well, they do have timeouts. They've got to get Baltimore off the field. 3rd down and 9. Hopkins stopped short of the line to gain. Buffalo's out of timeouts, but they will get the ball back. And you're just waiting for Allen to make a play. You don't have to wait for long. A little twitch there, and what a beautiful pass to Palmer. Joshua Palmer gains 32 yards. They're already in field goal range, but here, Allen hits Coleman. Been better for Baltimore if he scored, because then at least they could have gotten the ball back. You do the math with the timeouts, and Buffalo's able to take knees and bring out their man, Matt Prater, the 41-year-old, kicking for his 5th team. Snap, hold, kick, all are good. And amazingly, improbably, Buffalo erases a 15-point 4th quarter lead to knock off Baltimore again. an absolutely horrifying loss if you're Baltimore. Tim Hasselbeck is alongside. We're preparing to talk about Henry. We're preparing to talk about Jackson. And that is not what we're going to talk about. How does Buffalo manage to win this football game beyond what we just saw? How do you just explain it?
They stay in the fight because they believe in their quarterback. Think about it, the entire time, the whole game. It just felt like they really were kind of lagging behind, right? They didn't really have an answer defensively. And then it was like, but they were still in it. You looked at it, it was like it was 14. Sometimes it was 16 points. But for whatever reason, Scott, with Josh Allen as your quarterback, you don't feel like you're completely out of it. And then just one turnover and the quick scores that can come from that, like you feel like you have a chance. I think you even feel like you have to feel it in that locker room on that sideline, because I think you even feel it when we're watching it, that, hey, this game's not out of reach with him and what he's able to do.
Keon Coleman's going to join us here in a few moments. He had 8 catches, 112 yards. The touchdown there on the 4th down, then that gigantic conversion there that got them close enough for Knees, and then Prater. Again, he's only up because Bass couldn't kick this weekend, and Prater's been an excellent kicker everywhere he's been. Only missed 1 game-winning attempt in his career. And there's 2 sides to this story. And the Baltimore piece, I'll save that until after we visited with our guest here in a moment. But from the Buffalo perspective, there's only the one hurdle left, right? You just get to the Super Bowl, and that can't happen until January/February. But to win a game like this that appeared largely beyond your grasp, the way they did, what kind of a launch point is that for a season?
Listen, it obviously instills a massive amount of confidence, no matter how much adversity you face in any game throughout the season. The other thing is this, and we talked about it watching the games, is sometimes you get into November and December and you start talking about home field advantage and you start talking about all the things that matter.
It's amazing.
You go back to the week 1 when you look and think, wait a second, that game's going to matter this much? It very well may, and I think that there's hope in that as well.
It's like at the end of an NBA game, somebody misses a free throw and you lose by 1 and you go, oh, if they have made that. Well, you forget the first quarter. Well, this is very literally the first quarter of the NFL season, the first game of the NFL season, and Buffalo wins this way. I'll get back to you in just a moment. And we welcome in to the show for the first time, I believe, it's Keon Coleman. Hey, Keon, it's Scott Van Pelt here on SportsCenter. Thanks for taking a second to throw in a headset. I'm just talking to Tim Hasselbeck, and we're trying to figure out how the hell y'all won this football game. You just walked off the field in Buffalo. How do you describe that wild sequence there in the end?
That's just the identity of our team, man. If it's time on the clock, it's time for us to make a play. So we don't count us out ever.
No, and we don't. And how much of that belief, Keon, comes from the fact that the quarterback that you have is Josh Allen and the talent that guy is working with at the moment?
A lot of it comes from him, man, because with him, no play is dead. So you always have a chance to make the play. So he's going to extend and give everybody a chance, and you just got to go up there and make it. And then on the flip side, we do have a great defense that made some great stops for us. So was able to, relay and rally off of what they did and then put our kicker in a great position and knock it in.
What's it like, Keon, when you're watching, and your defense, I said it during the highlight, you guys made some plays, but my gosh, the way Lamar and King Henry are able to make plays as well, it must be like, I don't know, there's nothing anyone can really do. What is it feeling like when you're watching an offense like Baltimore when they're going on the kind of run that they were going on before you all came back?
It's Lamar and Derrick Henry, man. They're going to do what they do best, and that's make plays and try to make your defense wrong. But our defense ended up being more disciplined, got the ball out and made some plays.
I was trying to figure out, Keon, in real time, the 4th down throw. I couldn't tell if it was to Shakir and it got tipped by Kincaid, or, you made the play on it. I don't know if that was just a 4th down and 2 and Josh has got to throw the ball up. What was supposed to happen on the play where you were able to grab it for the touchdown?
It was a simple mesh concept, trying to get somebody open out the backfield, and then from there get the tight end open. And, like I said, we have Josh Allen at quarterback. He extended the play, and he gave us a chance to do it. And, I just happened to be in the right place and make the play.
Keon, it's only week 1. And you're a team that has its eyes on something way down the road in February. But how significant a win is this, even in September, even in week 1, to beat a team like that the way you all did? How big is that in the room?
I mean, it's a big win. You know, that's a team that eventually, you know, they end up in the playoffs from a year-to-year basis, and we're going to eventually probably have to see if we continue to win. But on a week-to-week basis, every win is a big win in the NFL because, you know, they all come down to a one-score game. So we was able to come out here and put on a performance against a great defense like that, and they also have a great offense on the flip side of that. And, you know, we were able to never give up and will our way back to the win. So that's great.
What a night for you. 8 grabs, a $112, the touchdown, and that huge catch late, which sets up Prater for the victory. Keon, thanks for taking a minute. Congratulations to you and your team. I appreciate you taking the time tonight.
I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Yes, indeed. Won't be as good as yours or this guy's. Josh Allen, they looked like they were done. They were not. There was still time on the clock. And then when it hit zeros, they had one more than Baltimore. Here's Josh Allen.
I mean,
you have a touchscreen. I don't know if we have time. I'm trying to communicate with my producer here. We have time for this?
Hey, Josh Allen had 46 seconds. I don't know how much time we can do it in.
If he can do that in 46, you could do something with this.
On
Let's
the
go.
touchscreen. Listen, they called good plays on that last 2-minute drive. Really what they decided to do, they ended up hitting a slant because